Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Mansa Queen. In today's video, I'm gonna bring in a very quick recipe, and it is my ravioli recipe. Yes, I will be bringing to you my 4-cheese ravioli. This is a very quick dinner, lunch. You can eat it any time of the day. If this is your first time here, you are absolutely welcome. To my OGs, I love you all. This is Mansa Queen, and you are welcome to my kitchen. So for this recipe, you would need some mixed vegetables, and these are the frozen ones. You would also need some onions. This is the yellow onions, and I diced it. These are fresh Roma tomatoes. I seeded them, so you can actually just use cherry tomatoes if you don't mind the seeds. And of course you would need some bacon, and just for personal preference, I go with turkey bacon for this recipe most of the time because of my kids. And of course you're gonna need some heavy whipping cream. Yes, you will need some heavy whipping cream. And to the start of the show, this is the type of ravioli that I would be using today. I bought it from the store. It's already made. It comes frozen. And this is the round ravioli, and it is 4-cheese ravioli. It's made of different kinds of cheese, as you can see. This is a 2-pound bag, so I did not end up using the entire bag, but I used most of it. You would also need some Parmesan cheese. And I will put a list of all the ingredients in the description box below, so please make sure to check it. So in a pot, you want to bring some water to a boil. And while that is going on, I'm going to slice up my bacon. And by the way, you can use any meat of your choice, or you can simply just do mushrooms instead. It's actually very yummy. Or you can actually use your bacon and add some mushrooms. So yes, this is what the bacon looks like after I've cut it into thin strips. And we are gonna get ready to start our white sauce. I'm gonna use some olive oil, put it on my skillet just a little, because the turkey bacon is not as fatty as regular bacon. Now my water is already boiling. I'm gonna go ahead and pour in the ravioli. You're gonna pour it in, and please, when you do that, do not cover it. Just let it sit in the boiling water for about 4 to 5 minutes, no more than that. You just want it to get soft. Remember, this is already made, so I'm just trying to get it soft, so no more than 4 to 5 minutes. And my other skillet has heat up already, so I'm gonna go ahead and start frying my bacon bits. And over here, I'm just trying to separate them and make sure that they're not laying on top of each other for the most part. Yeah, and just keep frying it. So it's been 5 minutes, so our ravioli is done cooking. I'm gonna go ahead and strain it so that all the water can come off. Be very careful, because at this point it is so hot. And once I strain it out, I'm just gonna put the strainer on top of the pot and just let the water drain down and continue the cooking. Now my bacon is looking a little crispy, so it is now time to add in my diced onions. Yes. Continue stirring, and you'll want to cook the onions until they are a little translucent, like so. And it is now time to add in our mixed vegetables, and I'm using carrots, peas, and sweet corn. You can add or omit the vegetables depending on your personal preference. And just keep stirring, and as you can see, it is looking so colorful and yummy. This is one of my really favorite go-to quick recipes, especially during the week. I'm gonna season it up with some black pepper. If you notice, I have not put any salt in here. I'll have to hold on that because you know bacon is generally very salty. So I would put salt later. So just keep stir frying. You're pretty much stir frying at this point, and you can see the onions are getting more translucent and the veggies are cooking nicely. At this point, we're going to add our heavy whipping cream, and like I said, all the measurements, all the ingredients will be in the description box below if you are interested. So you want to add your heavy whipping cream. Just give it a quick stir, and at this point you want to turn your heat down because we just want to simmer it. We want to bring it to a light simmer. I'm going to go ahead and season it up with my garlic and herbs seasoning. If you don't have this, you can simply use garlic powder and some dry basil. Cover it up and bring it to a light simmer. You do not want to cook it on high heat. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to add in my tomatoes when I was putting in the the peas, so I went ahead and added it. It didn't really make any difference though. And here it is. It has already started simmering. As you can see, it is looking so creamy. I just perfectly love this recipe. So quick, so easy. We are almost done. It is now time to season it up. You can just put salt, but I'm using my chicken seasoning. You can simply use salt if you don't use that. And I'm also going to be using some rosemary, just a little bit, because rosemary tends to be really strong for me, so I only added just a little bit. I like the hint of the rosemary. And I'm also going to add in my Parmesan cheese at this point. This is going to help thicken it a little and give it the gooey texture, and just brings out a lot of the flavors. And remember, all of these things are salty, so be mindful of the salt that you put in. I also like to add some crushed red peppers. Guys, this just elevates it to another level. I love it. But again, if you cannot tolerate the heat, you can totally skip this. You do not need it. This is optional. So guys, this is about 4 minutes of simmering, and as you can see, our sauce has thickened up, and it is now time to add in the ravioli. This is the best part. I kept tasting for salt over and over again just because I wanted to eat the white sauce so much. And by the way, you can use a red sauce base if you do not like the white sauce. It's a preference. And this is what it looks like. Yes, I have put in my ravioli, and I like mine a little creamy, so I like to leave some cream in it, because when it gets cold it thickens up even more. Okay, so this was perfect consistency for me. Again, depending on your preference, you can choose to add a little more or even less, depending on how thick you want it to be, because it gets thicker as it cools down. And to top it off, I'm gonna go ahead with another dash of my garlic and herbs seasoning. I so love it. It is very mild and it is not salty at all. So I'm gonna put that, and at this point my heat is on the lowest, and we are pretty much done. There is nothing left. This is how quick and easy this recipe is. If you're a fan of Italian cuisine, then you might want to go ahead and try this recipe. Everything is going to be listed in the description box. You guys, please watch out for more quick and easy recipes. I've been getting a lot of requests to come up with these quick and easy recipes that you can just pull together in the kitchen, especially for all of us, the busy moms in the house. Yes, so I will be bringing a lot more of these, so watch out for that. If this is your first time tuning into this channel, you are absolutely welcome. Feel free to join the Mansa team by hitting that subscribe button, and while you're at it, also hit the notification bell so that you would get all the uploads notifications. Again, welcome to my channel. This is Mansa Queen, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.